A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalatu wassalam ashrafil mursaleen. Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammadan Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Madhi Sayyidi ya Rasul Kareem. Ya Habibul Azim wa Zulhalana wa Ishfalana wa abiduni wa madadakum wa nazarakum. Madad ya Sayyidi ya Sultanil Awliya ma Shaykh Abdul Faiz al-Daghestani. Madad ya Sayyidi ya Sultanil Awliya ma Shaykh Muhammadan al-Haqqani. مدد يا سيدي يا سلطان قلوبنا مولانا الشيخ الشام كباني مدد الحق حجة الله المخلص. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أطيعوا الله أطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم. And alhamdulillah, always a reminder for myself, and abdukul ajisu, da'ifu, miskinu, zalim, jahal, and that by the grace of Allah I'm still in existence, and that Allah's rahmah be upon us, and that Allah be happy with us and dress us from His oceans of rahmah and mercy. And alhamdulillah that the oceans of ihtiba and the oceans of sirat al-mustaqim, ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim, to lead towards Allah's satisfaction. And the ocean of ihtiba, atiyullah, atiya Rasul wa ulul amri minkum, that the depth of that ocean of ihtiba is immense, and so many things happening in this dunya now, with so many knowledges that are available, so many realities that are published. But the ocean of ihtiba is something khususan, is specific. When Allah gives a guidance, and them who are inheriting for ulul am, they have a specific coordinates in which to teach the students the knowledge which is essential for them on their path and on their survival through this dunya, and to reach towards their heavenly station of akhirah. And it can be understood like in dunya matters, that now they say everybody is a Google doctor. Everybody Googles any subject they want, they take whatever medicine they want, they take the quantity that they want, they take whatever understanding they want, and they actually never consulted with a doctor. And the danger of that is that when you self-medicate, even you think the medication is correct, but for your case it may not be. Penicillin is very effective, but given to the wrong person they can have an allergic reaction and die. So I mean, it's just the fact that the knowledge is good, the knowledge is published and you have access to read it, doesn't mean that that's essential for you and for your guidance and for your reality. And you become overly medicated and you become a Google MD, where you sit with a doctor and you begin to argue with the doctor for the course of treatment. And that's the big danger, that's not from the ocean of ihtiba. And the only way towards submission and taslim is ihtiba, is to follow and to obey. Because what Prophet taught the Sahabi was samina wa atana, that we heard and we obeyed. So there are guides whom Allah bestows the lights of guidance upon them, and the knowledges that flow from them is not for entertainment purposes, but those knowledges are meant to be read, to be understood. You mean to take from that source your food. If you eat from too many plates, you are not going to have an understanding that that guide and those guides won't for that individual. Because you're eating from too many plates, too many sources, you have too many. And again you can relate it back to the medical field. You come every time to the doctor and you've got 10 different medicines, but he's giving you a very specific course, that take this pill and do exactly like this. You say, but no doctor, I've Googled it, I've researched and I have 500 different vitamins, I have 500 different pills, and I have everything in front of me, and from what I've read this seems to be correct. And that's the opposite of ihtiba. Means what they want for us to reach our destiny is not only the knowledge that you're intaking, not only the medicine that you're taking from the guide, but the whole process of surrender. Surrender that which you think you know, unlearn what you think you learned, empty your cup. As much as your cup is full, nothing can be achieved, nothing can be put into a full cup because it just overflows. And everybody has a different intention when they're coming. But the shaykh can, through the isharat that coming into their heart, they can see the inner intention. Not the intention that you show people. We've said many times, it's always a reminder for myself. The firasa of their heart is something that can't be imagined. I mean, somebody can be playing a certain character in front of people and other people see it, oh, I thought this person was so humble. Well, because you're seeing through your physical eyes. Your physical eyes are but an illusion. You can see many things through your physical eyes and you don't understand anything from those physical eyes. The inner eye of the heart, that what Allah gives these guides is they can pick up a fragrance of your true intention. What is it that you're planning, the time, the time in which you're planning, what is it that your ego is trying to achieve here? So that's why they say it's like a lion's den, that they're dealing with all the egos and all the subliminal messages coming from the ego, and what they're interested in is the najat and the salvation of the soul. So visualization is important. The soul is a prisoner inside that body. This is a zindan and we are the prisoners within this. This is a prison and we are but its prisoners. Some make their prison to be more elaborate and nicer, but it's still a prison. And Shaykh, but I want to put all these nice things in my prison. Okay, put it, doesn't matter, but you're under an illusion. The purpose is to be freed. The knowledges that they teach, the company that you keep, there are many things happening. The lights that are coming in these associations, not just anybody has green turban and you say, oh, okay, all these green turban guys, okay, no, these are whom Allah gives a sir and a secret within their heart, and Allah give to them permission of guidance. And that permission comes from Sayyidina Muhammad. Allah to Prophet from Prophet to the ulul am, and those ulul am they have given certificates of guidance, not based on their amal. They don't achieve anything based on their qiraat because they recite perfectly, because they memorize perfectly, because they prayed perfectly. This door is not the door of amal, but this is the door in which good manners and muhabbat that Allah has granted to a heart immense love. By the means of immense love, their darajats are very high and very close in the proximity of that reality. It's a gift and a grant from Allah, love. So it's not the door of amal, it's the door of muhabbat. When that one is taught in immense love, love brings with it all its good characteristics. Because Allah cannot occupy a heart with bad characteristics. And everyone here hopefully trying to make a heart and a house for Allah within their heart. So many people want to build masjids, alhamdulillah, so that they can have a paradise. The reality of building a masjid is first build your heart. The best paradise you can have is to build the heart in which it's pure, it's clean. Doesn't mean it's masoom, that it doesn't sin. No, make many mistakes. Shaytan is everywhere, but when the heart has love, it immediately cries and asks for forgiveness. It's continuously asking Allah, I'm weak Ya Rabbi, forgive me, wash me, cleanse me, don't get tired of me, don't throw me out, in which you've become tired of me. Because through the door of humility how Allah can turn away. Even Prophet teaching that put your hands up when you're asking from Allah, Allah shy to put the hand that came up to go back empty. It's Allah's love and rahmah. You don't put your hand up, Ya Rabbi, the guy's not asking for anything, don't give him anything. It's not a sign of humility. Our way is all about khushya, to have a softness and a humbleness. And Prophet teaching that when you go like that, how Allah is going to send you back empty handed. Even your kids, you don't, even your children, you don't send them empty handed. Means then they teach that there's a medicine for everything and for every sickness. They know you better than you know yourself, because you don't even know your names. You don't even know that you have 7 names, from here to your 7 paradises to the name in Allah's Divinely Presence. At least these guys, they should know their names, they should know their place in each paradise, and they should know what that name is sending as a support to continuously uplift them. By means of that understanding they begin to teach what ihtiba is. It's not that you find every possible article on the internet and you read it and you post it and you take every book possible that you ever found in a library and you read it and you read it. But there are specific knowledges that Allah, if you understand the knowledge that they distribute, visualize it like a fountain. You're drinking from the wrong fountain, because you should be drinking from their fountain. If you drink from their fountain, you'll be dressed by what Allah wants for you at that oasis. Otherwise don't sit at that oasis. Sitting at that oasis is not only here but there, wherever this face is reaching. Whomever Allah inspired within their heart to look, that's an oasis for them. Immediately Allah inspired with them to look at it, that's an oasis Allah opened. And when Allah opens an oasis, drink from that tap. If you reach to an oasis that doesn't have a tap, then amongst them, especially Naqshbandiyatul Aliyah wa Nazamiyah from Mawlana Shaykh Hisham, is an immense tap, immense tap. One of the only taps flowing from the heart of Sayyidina Mahdi. Many other taps are from books now, because that connection is not there, and they take from the books and they read books to people. But the live connection that connected to the heart and flowing, think of it like a fountain. From that fountain you should be drinking, means you should be absorbed in every teaching that coming out, because that teaching is for you to reach your marifah, to reach your reality. Every teaching that coming out is a light and an energy that your soul is eating from that, that is the sustenance of your soul. And why Allah naqatullah is the soul. The camel of Allah that they came against and they abused the camel of Allah. For everyone in dunya it's the soul, that Allah your soul is a camel. It's like my Divinely camel, it goes and it can go for a very long distance without sustenance. But don't you dare try to tie it up and kill it. Don't make your camel to reach a point in which it's dying of its thirst. So Allah's rahmah and ni'mat is then He guides you to those oases. It's an oasis from paradise. Why? Because their life is zikrullah, and Prophet described these are the halakas of paradise. So halakah of paradise, you're going to be drinking from paradise. But if you go to association, no halakah, now your soul is not eating what it needed to eat, it's not getting the sustenance it needed to get, and it's not getting the coordinates, because every association has a medicine, and that medicine is enough to bring the sickness down. When you skip your treatment, your sickness becomes stronger, right? You don't go and take your antibiotics for 10 days, you say, I'm going to take it for 5 days. Actually, because you start to feel good by the 4th day, you say, I don't need these pills anymore. No, it's actually an illusion, because it makes you think that you're better, but immediately the bacteria, it built an immunity to what you gave it. It's exercising on the background, exercising, getting stronger, stronger, and it can actually come back with a much more fierce sickness, that medicine even won't work anymore. And that's the danger, is that everybody read whatever they want, whatever, from whatever background they want, no problem for entertainment purposes. But those trying to follow a way of reality, they have laid a path. Drink from their fountains, take from their fountains, understand from that reality. Everything that you acquire from that reality is a medicine for the soul, an energy for the soul, and begin to kill the bacteria, to destroy the cancer within insan. All of the diseases, for every location and for every sickness, Allah has a medicine. Don't take the medicine from Pakistan here, it's already expired, it's good for there. Don't take medicine from Afghanistan or Iran and come here and say, okay, I'm going to take this medicine. No, that medicine was for there, and the connection that you have from there, it was only good there. You have to renew your contract as soon as you arrive here. So same thing, this is all in the ocean of ihtiba. If you've been built up by a shaykh and you leave the shaykh's territory, it was tariq al-adab. You had no permission to leave the shaykh's territory. Even in his shyness he said, okay, go, because your intention was for money, it wasn't for Prophet. If your intention was for money, the shaykh said, okay, go wherever you want to go. The connection that you had at that time, again visualize your cellular network. You had a beautiful phone in the presence of that shaykh with the best plan. What was the Pakistani bell? What's the carrier there?
Fido.
Look at Fido's here, Shaykh. U-phone. Yeah, beautiful U-phone. The adab, you can't leave the shaykh's presence until your mobile phone is a satellite phone. Means now you received and you're in the stages of kamal, where the shaykh teaches that we can reach you anywhere and you are communicating with us anywhere. You're no longer a part of a cellular network, your network is a satellite network. It's coming from heavens, we are reaching to you wherever you own this earth. You hear us, you see us and you know us. At that time you have permission, go wherever you go, we're with you. If you were on a phone network and you arrived into this territory, I don't think your phone is working at this distance unless you've been built up and you were given a satellite phone. That 99.9% don't have that. So means then the false understanding, oh no, I have a shaykh back there. You had a phone back there, you need now a connection on this network. Every real murshid, and we're talking about those whom Allah give guidance, they have a territory in which they are responsible. When you move between the territories, you have to be within their network. And if you're going to stay within an area, you have to sign your contract, otherwise your phone is pretty much worthless. It's not going to pick up the voice, not going to pick up the video, not going to pick up the images. Means all of these realities are from ocean of ihtiba, because we're coming from lands of tariqah, or there's a tariqah on every corner back home. And then we use this false pretense that, no, I'm with the tariqah, no, I come here. Then who are you under the ihtiba, who are you under your guidance? Wajib al-taqleed, you have to, it's wajib for us to be taqleed, to be following a shaykh, to be following guidance, to be told what's right and wrong. So, no, I have fun before. No, Shaitan playing with you by not having somebody here, by not putting yourself under this type of discipline. Shaitan is playing with that person, so they do everything they want left and right and nobody to answer to. This is not Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqeen. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqeen from maqam al-ihsan, what they want for us in the oceans of taslim is then they begin to teach, seek out the guides. You had a guide, you don't have a guide, seek out the guide. Because all guidance is to Sayyidina Muhammad. Each guide is merely a representative and a reflection of the reality. Don't lose your reality, the reality is to reach to the hand of Prophet, not the Ahlul Bayt of Prophet, not the Ashab of Prophet, not the awliyaullah. They're all taking us to the hand of Sayyidina Muhammad. It's by love of the ulul am, the real ones, they bring us, then they take us to Sahabi purify and perfect us and take your hand and say, take the hand of Sayyidina Muhammad as we took. And we are the owners of Ihtiba. We perfected our obedience, means follow our way. We never took our hand off and left, otherwise Shaitan comes into there and begin to deceive the believer, confuse the believer. They're reading so many different things, they don't know what is the prescription. Right? You read 20 different cookbooks but you don't know how to make one dish. So it means the ocean of ihtiba for us to reach ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqeen. When you truly believe that, I'm going to drink from that fountain, I'm going to keep that company and I'm going to be disciplined by that one. I don't need to make events somewhere, I don't need to make zikrs anywhere, I don't need to do anything until I'm submitted. And then they present you to Sultanan Nasira. If you've been given a certificate from Prophet at that time they'll tell you what to do. Anything else you are confusing yourself, confusing other people and distracting yourself from reaching the goal. The goal is what we described. And Shaitan is immensely clever that he's going to make the goal to seem as if it's something noble. He's not going to tell you to do something horrific if you are on this path. He's going to make it to seem like it's something noble and you're doing something noble, and later you find that you veered very far from the destiny Allah wanted for you. That's why the living guide is a continuous, is a calibration for the believer. That every moment you're asking that, am I inspired to do this and this is what I should be doing? And when the guide is confirming, yes, continue with what you're doing, or no, it's coming to our heart that you shouldn't be doing like that, then at least you understand, I'm going away from guidance and now I'm choosing what I want from my own nafs and from my own desire. And that's how they defeat Shaitan. But when that one is not there to ask and to calibrate your coordinates for whatever it is you want to do. Say, I want to do all these things, I want to conquer everything on the block and I want to build a masjid for you, Shaykh. I say, okay, but that we don't need that right now. That may not be what's necessary for you now. It's a noble cause. For us to understand it's a noble cause, because the nafs is going to play with us that, no, make it a noble cause and tell them that's what you want to do. Oh, I want to represent all the people in the world, I'm going to bring them to you. No. If you can't find yourself first, everything else is going to be a distraction, everything else is going to be an illusion. So they keep teaching us. So when you keep their company and keep their presence, you can calibrate every coordinates that coming to your heart, every desire that comes to your heart. Ask them for that advice from close or from far away. When you hear their advice and at least you know that this is what they're saying, but now I'm going to choose what I want. Then choose what you want and know that it was only your desire and your choice. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen bi hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa wa bi siri Surat al-Fatiha.
سيدنا النبي سيدنا النبي سيدنا النبي سيدنا النبي